So maybe you've seen the hype around the Fuji X100 line recently, or maybe you've seen prices on eBay skyrocket. Well, if you've wondered, is all of that hype real? The answer is honestly pretty simple. Yeah. So this is why I love the Fuji X100 series, and why I think you need to have one, or why you shouldn't get one. In my opinion, the Fuji X100 series is a camera that you should always have with you. Sure, you have your phone with you, right? But the phone doesn't feel inspiring to shoot with. When I'm taking a photo with my X100, that feels like I'm creating a photo. When I shoot on my phone, that just feels like I'm taking a photo of my laundry detergent so I remember which brand I use when I'm at the store. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why this camera is an essential everyday carry for me, and why I think everyone could benefit from having a camera like this in your kit. Number 1, JPG and simulations. Jared Colin, please don't get mad at me. I shoot and edit at least a few times a week. A lot of my week is spent in Lightroom and Capture One. And after the last major photo shoot I did, I spent 5 days between Capture One and Photoshop. So when I shoot on my own, I don't want to edit shit. The most I want to do is organize them in Lightroom so I can recall them easier down the road. But if you're a fan of tweaking your images and spending hours in some editing software, then this reason why I love the camera may not apply to you. I love to take a photo and let the camera do all the processing. It's kind of like film, right? I used to shoot RAW for all my travel photos, but then I'd get back and never actually want to spend the time to edit any of them. Now I got folders of trip photos that are just sitting there as 1s and 0s that I'm never going to do anything with because I don't want to edit them. When I started shooting JPG on the X100s, I actually started to share them and create folders in my phone, use them as backgrounds, print them out, hang them on a wall. Finally enjoy the memories. So if you want a camera that provides incredible looking JPEGs, requires little to no processing, and that allows you to instantly post and view your photos, then yeah, this is a camera that you need to get. Number 2, you are in control of your image. Fixed focal length and controls that Ron Popeil would absolutely love.
You said it, and you forget it.
I love that this camera makes you find the images that you want to create. You can't just sit with a 24-200 and just expect to find frames without ever really working for that image. These cameras make you find the image. Maybe you're going to be laying low on the ground. Maybe you have to get that camera up in someone's face to actually get some sense of shallow depth of field. The point is, these cameras make you work for an image. And ultimately, it's going to make you a better photographer or cinematographer because it's actually training those creative muscles. Now, this camera's not going to be for you if you don't like a 23mm lens. Maybe you love shooting telephoto with that buttery background. Then I wouldn't even entertain this camera. But if you enjoy a wide-angle look, if you enjoy the challenge of finding a frame, creating that frame, then this camera is going to provide you with a unique challenge. It's going to make you think. Also, this should make you like the video, and maybe even subscribe if you're digging what I'm saying. Let's get the good Fuji word out to everybody. Number 3, image rendering. Did you think I was going to say image quality? I've said it before, I don't care about image quality. You can get a good image out of any camera. What I'm referencing is the sorcery that Fuji put into these cameras and the way these sensors render an image. There's something truly special about it. X-Trans? I don't know, maybe. I'm not a big tech guy in that regard. All I know is these sensors are incredible. The highlight roll-off, the shadow detail. The images out of these cameras look incredible whether you overexpose, you underexpose, or your exposure is just bang on. So sure, you can look at it like it's a forgiving camera, which it is, but that exposure freedom allows you unlimited creativity. You can take those gritty, underexposed images without worrying about your blacks getting muddy. You can take a glowy, overexposed image that just blows out organically. And of course, a properly exposed image has a level of detail and clarity that should be illegal in a camera this cheap. Look, there's no negative here. This camera isn't for you if you love image quality. It's irrelevant, right? If we're talking solely about the way that these cameras render your image, then there isn't a reason why you shouldn't get one. Okay, I know I said 3, but I'm going to sneak a 4th one in here. Number 4, it's a camera that feels good to use. Honestly, this should be the main reason you ever choose to buy a camera. You should feel good using it. I sold my Nikon D700 for a D800, and I hated using that camera. Something just felt off when I would use it. Silly? Maybe, but it just felt uninspiring to use. I love using my OG Pocket Cam, video down below if you're interested, because it's fun and it actually inspires me to shoot. You want to love the camera that you own because at the end of the day, if you love it, you're going to use it. Trust me, I spent years buying and selling cameras because I was trying to find something that excited me enough to use it. Finally, when I got my X100s, it just immediately felt right. I took that camera with me everywhere. Then about 2 years ago, I guess back there is 2 years ago, I finally upgraded to the X100f. I didn't think I could love a camera more than that Fuji X100s, but F me, right? Because the F is next level. The extra dials make shooting so much easier. The bump in megapixels makes wall prints that are crisper and more detailed. And the addition of classic chrome, absolutely next level. I love this camera. Love it. But at the end of the day, don't take my word for it, or any other YouTuber's word for it. Rent one, borrow one. Buy and sell used cameras until you find something that you love, that inspires you to shoot. Because ultimately, that's the most important thing. You want to own gear that makes you excited to use it. Take my word for it. If you don't enjoy using your gear, you just wasted your money. But what you didn't do was waste your time watching this, so make sure you give me that thumbs up and subscribe. And down below, tell me if you have a camera in the X100 line, or if you want one. Do you have any favorite simulations that you use? And if you have questions about my simulations or how I set up my camera, let me know. Maybe we'll make a follow-up. Whatever it is, drop it down below because I want to have a conversation about this. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.